Hello and welcome to FC Recco's. This time we are going to be talking about Raj Shetty's 2017 Kannada film Ondu Motteya Kathe. This is the story of a bald man, so as you can see, there is a bit of an autobiographical strain in my choosing this movie. Finally, there's a protagonist I can see in the mirror. But before talking about the movie, let's just talk about this aspect alone. How many movies can you think of whose leads are less than conventionally good looking, let alone lacking something as taken for granted in a hero as hair? No, Bharat Gopi doesn't count because Malayalam cinema is its own little ecosystem. Or even heroines, you have films with weight issues like Size Zero, the Telugu movie with Anushka, or movies that talk about complexion like Nanu Moripenda, the Tamil movie with Vijay Kumari, or even the recent Aira with Nayanthara. But the heroines are still normal. You still have heroines who are fair complexioned or thin, and they either darken themselves or put on weight in order to be this other person. So the insidious message is still this, that heroines have to be a certain way. But Raj Shetty, the writer, director and protagonist of Ondu Motteya Kathe, is really bald. Okay, balding, but that doesn't really make a difference to the character that he plays, whose name is Janardana and who's about 28 years old. He's a lecturer in Mangaluru. He's not having any luck in the marriage market. As the broker puts it, there are two reasons for this. One, he is balding, and the second thing is he's a Kannada lecturer. At his college, the teachers swoon over a new professor, A, because he is handsome, that is, he has hair, and the second thing is he is an English professor. On the surface, Ondu Motteya Kathe is a very, very enjoyable film. It is full of laugh out lines and scenes. This is what Janardana's father said after yet another rejection by a girl. He doesn't have hair, it seems. Doesn't he work for a living? Can hair become food? All this comedy is gentle. It's not hammered home with poke in the ribs background music. It just flows just very organically. At first, we think this is going to be like a Hollywood indie movie or like even Choti Si Baat, where a man who's very low on confidence seeks the help of a love guru in order to get a girl. This love guru in this film is played by Prakash Tuminadu, and his name is Srinivas. He's the peon of the college. On his instigation, Janardana writes a love letter to this person that he likes, this girl that he likes, and he writes it in chaste Kannada. So when Srinivas reads this letter, which contains phrases like your voice is like the early morning cuckoo singing, your smile is like the full moon, he says, why don't you also give her a Kannada dictionary? So for a while we laugh not just at the character but with the character because the situations are developed so empathetically. But slowly the film moves into a genre that could be called the anti-rom-com. There is an undertow of genuine sadness. This sadness comes from the desperation that leads Janardana to think that a way out of his league woman is into him. This episode though is a little cliche. Or consider the economics professor who does not reciprocate Janardana's interest until she discovers that Janardana has found a woman named Sarla. The Sarla happens to be plump, and the economics teacher makes fun of her stoutness. Shaila Shri plays Sarla with a lot of empathy. For that matter, Janardana himself is no saint. On the one hand, he's singing a song asking women to give bald men like him a chance. The choreography here is brilliant. On the other hand, the only trait that he sees in himself is this baldness, the fact that he's a Kannada scholar, the fact that he's a decent man. None of this matters. And this complex manifests itself in a very bizarre way. Janardana wants a good-looking girl to make up for the fact that he is not good-looking. Raj Shetty's extraordinarily empathetic performance makes it easy to be charitable to Janardana because he's not like the regular Hindi or Tamil or Telugu film male who brings nothing to the table and yet expects a Miss World for a wife. And slowly something very interesting happens. Our sympathies shift from Janardana to Sarla. Like Janardana, she too has a mother nagging her to get married. So on one level, this is a movie about people considered less than ideal in the marriage market. Did I make it sound like the film has suddenly turned too serious? No, it's still very funny. Kannada megastar Rajkumar's lines and songs serve as perfect running commentary in the background, and even the cruelty is served up with a smile. Now consider this development. Sarla's friends dumped her because his friends thought that they look like brother and sister. Her reaction is a marvelous piece of writing, and it involves a piece of cake. The last stitch becomes predictable. It becomes like a conventional rom-com, and there's a message right out of a 1960s melodrama, but I didn't mind. There is so much sincerity, so much charm that I did not mind being manipulated. Ondu Motteya Kathe is on Netflix and it has subtitles, so check it out, and I will see you in the next episode of Recco. Till then, keep watching Film Companion South.